はなんだろう銀河の彼方心の声が聞こえてる初めは誰もヒーローじゃない違う形のただちっぽけな星なんだぶつかり合い励まし合い立ちはだかる闇を越えよう悲しみなんかない世界愛を諦めたくないどんな涙も必ず乾く僕らが変えてく未来絆は途切れやしない無限に続く光の中へ本当に大事なものは何だろう
He has an enormous challenge tonight. This is going to be Prey versus Predator.
And her opponent making her way to the ring from the domain. Wow! The thing.
Both of these women currently have one victory in the Animated Wrestling League's Joshi division. It takes 3 victories to qualify for the Women's Championship ladder match that is scheduled to take place at Golden War 2018 this May in Golden Week. We will indeed crown the new Joshi champion. And it could very well be one of these 2 women already, Athena Jane and Dragoness, have qualified. The feral, the dangerous, the deadly, the surprisingly kind of hot for a dog girl. That's right, it's Wild Thing. We're trying to become popular in the furry community. What do you want? Okay, that's scary. This match will be contested under AWL rules. 10-minute time limit for singles matches, 20 count on the outside, victory by pinfall, submission, disqualification countout, or knockout. And a nice drop kick by Usa-chan, getting Wild Thing off of her feet in the early going. Bunny Kanrana from Usa-chan. Usa, of course, short for Usagi, which means rabbit in Japanese, for anyone who didn't know that. Spin kick right to the midsection. Right hand by Usa-chan. Off of the ropes. Oh, wait, it gets caught into a DDT by the Wild Thing. Unleashing the beast. Wild Thing now with the over-the-top rope throw into a hot shot. That's not a disqualification-worthy offense because she did not use the ring as a weapon against her opponent. She used her opponent as a weapon against the ring. That's why that's legal. I'm not making that up. 1 minute in now, and they're on the outside with a beautiful Bunny Kanrana from Usa-chan. Referee has already begun the 20 count. Plenty of time on the outside. Oh, what is this? Fireman's carry position. Oh, this is not good. Oh! Slams her back first. into the barricade, into the crowd barricade. At the referee's insistence, both women returned to the ring, although Wild Thing not of her own power. Inverted DDT, this is what we call Usa-chan the most dangerous diva, because while she looks like your typical Diva Search style sex pot, she is an unbelievably talented professional wrestler. And the sexiness of her entrance and general attire and demeanor are entirely an affectation to lure her enemies into a false sense of security. Wild Thing clutching with those hind claws of hers to the top rope, and I think that was a headbutt. Extremely dangerous move. Headbutts have ended the careers of great wrestlers in the past. 7.5 minutes tonight. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit weird tonight, because tonight we are due for the debut of a new augment, Project Z. And wow, did Usa-chan mistime that badly. Do video games ever get on Botchamania? Oh, here we go. Elevated bow and arrow lock from Usa-chan, looking to get her second victory in the Joshi division. Nice counter by Wild Thing, and it's a standoff. Back to that fireman's carry position. What's she going to do in the ring from that? Up, down, a little receipt from earlier. Across the top rope, same excuse for not having a disqualification applies in that case. And a beautiful kick, and I think she may be going for her own version of Bunny Hop Extreme! Shades of the Doom Bunny, who you will see in the Champion Showcase later tonight. And Usa-chan making a huge mistake right now. She should be going for the... No! She's got something in her mind. She's thinking, Bunny Splash! Bunny Splash! Bunny Splash! For the 1, 2, 3. Alright, moving on. Last week, we were introduced to the concept of World of Sport Rules by Frederick Victor. And I really have nothing against World of Sport Rules or British wrestling at all. I'm a huge Mike Quackenbush fan. I like this sort of thing. It's Frederick Victor I don't like. Alright, next match, 5-minute rounds, but it should be a technical classic, considering the participants involved. And there's something wrong with the video machine. Come on, we got a custom video for the Empire. Why is it not displaying? Well, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We'll probably try to get that fixed for our next set of tapings. Well, as they say in the Monty Python skit, get on with it!
The following contest is scheduled for 5-minute rounds, with 2 falls, 2 submissions, and a knockout to decide the winner, and it will be contested under World of Sport rules. Introducing first, being accompanied by Big Cherry, Frederick Victor.
Collectively, they are known as the Empire, and collectively, they are known as, well, a tag team that might have peaked pretty soon, pretty early in their tag team careers. Less than 6 months in the AWL, and they were the AWL World's Tag Team Champions. But this season, they have done pretty much nothing in the tag team division. They have not earned. They but they currently have no points. I don't believe they've earned a single point. And they're just not getting the tag team bookings. I think that's why Frederick Victor is doing this whole World of Sport thing, is because the tag team scene just isn't working out for him at the moment. And he refuses to blame himself for his own failures.
And his opponent, being accompanied by Chiba Kagi, he is one half of Team Victory, the Prince of the Pinfall, Hifumi Ryuji.
Hifumi Ryuji recently returned to the AWL, and he's got this permanent scowl on his face, like he's just upset with the world. I don't know what's going on with him, but he is one of the most gifted technical wrestlers I've ever seen. So, despite what you might think about either of these competitors, this is going to be a classic. It's going to be pinfall technique versus submission technique. Collar and elbow tie-up, starts in the middle of the ring, the referee calling for the separation in the corner. And a cheap shot by Frederick Victor, and Hifumi Ryuji not happy about that. They reset, collar and elbow again into a wrist lock. Held by Frederick Victor. He goes behind into the hammer lock. Good chain wrestling here. Highly encouraged under World of Sport rules. 5 5-minute rounds. A fall ends a round here in the AWL. Samoan drop. Not going to go for a cover immediately. You can immediately see, however, the difference in styles between these men. High impact offense by Hifumi Ryuji. Technical joint locks, joint manipulation, submission maneuvers by Frederick Victor. So Frederick Victor can pull out the high impact when necessary. 1 minute into the first round. The partners at ringside, you can be disqualified. A single disqualification will end the match entirely. Though there is a public warning system in effect. In the event of a tie, 1 fall apiece at the end of the bout, the match will be awarded to whoever has the fewest public warnings from the referee. Bulldog, British Bulldog appropriately enough, from Frederick Victor, the man of the extremely shiny trunks. Juji Gadame on the canvas by Frederick Victor. Normally, under the British version of World of Sport rules, that would be illegal. You're not allowed to continue the action on the floor, or on the mat, I should say. But we can't make that rule in 2K18, so just go with it. Punch to the gut. Referee didn't quite see that closed fist. And a back elbow. Somehow finding the head, and here we go! Bully for you! It's the bully choke! And I don't think, Hifumi Ryuji with nowhere to go, he's done.
Winner of the first fall, Frederick Victor!
Mandatory rest period begins, and you have to consider, do you tap out immediately in the first fall knowing you've got an opportunity to get it back in the next round? Round 2 beginning. 5 minutes on the clock once again. Irish whip. Reverse Irish whip into a knee strike. And I think, Frederick Victor quickly tapped out to the bully choke at the beginning because he realized he would need to save his energy and, quite frankly, his airway, the blood to his brain, need to save that for the second and third round. Scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Already used 1. Drop kick by Frederick Victor. Thus far, the referee has given out no official public warnings for dirty tactics, mild violations of the rules, something like raking the back or striking with a closed fist might get you a public warning. Something severe like a low blow or outside interference would result in an immediate disqualification. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family has been doing his due diligence, researching and studying up on World of Sport rules. He is more than qualified to officiate this contest, as he does every contest pretty much here in the AWL. Uppercut by Frederick Victor. Hifumi Ryuji reverses. Both these men competed in the Intercontinental one-night tournament that was eventually won by the X-Drone. And now that title held, as you will see, by the Doom Bunny in the Champions Showcase. Is going to be the golden duo of Hakaisha and the Doom Bunny, the Destroyers of Doom, versus T49P. Tag Team Champions versus Grand and Intercontinental Champions in our semi-final match tonight. In the final, in the main event of the evening, we will have the debut of the newest member of the Augments. We know it is called Project Z. Beyond that, nothing is known at this juncture. And look at this, tying him up in a human knot, using gravity and his own bodies against him. Frederick Victor taking the opportunity for a swift kick to the tuchus. Swinging neckbreaker, occasionally known as an indie neckbreaker, because for several years, pretty much everybody on the independent circuit used that. And back to the bully choke. Back to the bully choke. Has he figured out an answer to this yet? Or can he survive for 2 minutes? No, he can't. I can tell you right now, he will not survive for 2 minutes. But he has figured it out. He's got his hips. He's shifted his hips to help him get back to a vertical base that removes the leverage. And Hifumi Ryuji escaping the bully choke. Hifumi Ryuji slightly larger than Frederick Victor. I think they're about the same height, though. But as soon as he got back to his vertical base, Frederick Victor didn't have the leverage to maintain that bully choke. I was going for another submission. No, I thought he was going for that figure 4 headlock. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. 1 minute and change remaining. Going up for a body slam. No, reversal. DDT. Snap DDT takes him over into the cover by the Prince of the Pinfall. 1, 2, kick out. Less than a minute remaining in the second round. One fall to Frederick Victor. If he wins this, it's over, but I don't think it is. He's ready for something. Small package driver. Hisatsuwaza. Small package driver for the 1, 2. No. 30 seconds on the clock. Hip toss by Frederick Victor. And I think Hifumi Ryuji is going to run out the clock on this round. Irish whip into the corner. He can afford that tactic at the moment. Frederick Victor now with something. Catches the kick. Leg sweep.
Round 2 is a draw.
And he releases the hold as soon as he realizes the round is over. Mandatory rest period. And we are back with round 3. 5 more minutes on the clock. Collar and elbow tie up into a waistlock by Frederick Victor. I think I will give Frederick Victor the advantage in chain wrestling here. Still 1 fall to Frederick Victor. And, oh, look at that! Almost, I think that was a version of Quack and Driver 4. Or was it 3? I'm not entirely sure sometimes. Irish whip across the ropes. Misses with whatever he was trying to do and walks right into a backdrop driver. Oh, nice. High impact offense by the Prince of the Pinfall. And Hifumi Ryuji is having to adjust his style. Normally he likes to wear his opponent down with these high impact maneuvers and then start going for his plethora of creative pinfall attempts. Unfortunately, with the round system and the 5-minute time limit, you really don't have time to do that. You can wear somebody out over multiple rounds, but remember, you have to win 2 rounds out of 5 to win the bout, so you really don't have time to wear your opponent down. So Hifumi Ryuji is going to have to work on that. And backbreaker. Oh no, look, he put the correct knee out for the backbreaker. What a shock. European uppercut. Followed by an arm drag into... Oh, again! He could very easily hold his opponent for a cover there. Plants him perfectly, knee drop. Into the cover! Calls the referee over. 1. A little too nonchalant on that cover. He needs to win this round. He's running out of time. Of course, you can always end the match with a knockout. And the referee issuing an official public warning to Frederick Victor because of his tag team partner. And now Hifumi Ryuji, the distraction effective Fisherman Buster. And Frederick Victor will take that public warning. Halfway through round 3, Frederick Victor with the 1 fall advantage at the moment. Goes for a cutter, blocked and denied by Hifumi Ryuji. Irish whip, off of the ropes, up, down! Letting gravity do the work for you. Pop-up face plant, you might call that. Gonna try for it again. Yes, he does! 2 minutes left, and Hifumi Ryuji imposing his will. Frederick Victor tries for something similar, but cannot get it. Hisatsuosa, small package driver! And the referee's late on the count. 1, 2, and wait a minute, that should be a disqualification! That should be a disqualification right there. Hifumi Ryuji should have won this match. The referee issuing a second public warning, a third, and there will be a disqualification automatically. Going for a buckle bomb perhaps? No. Turnbuckle hot shot. Alley-oop. 1 minute and change left. He's going to have to go for something that will get the pinfall very quickly. DDT! And I think Frederick Victor has been busted open. We do have medical staff on hand in between rounds to clear up any cuts. And oh yeah, that is bad. Frederick Victor wearing the crimson mask, as it is sometimes known. Bleeding profusely from the forehead. That was a hard way. Double underhook. Into the cover, nowhere to go. 1, 2, 3. Hifumi Ryuji picks up.
Winner of the second fall, Hifumi Ryuji.
All right, we're going to get that cut looked at. Round 4 of 5. The cut has been cleared up. If that gets too bad, the referee could end the match on a technical knockout. Headlock transition into a head scissors. Hifumi Ryuji kips out and goes right back to that headlock. Trying to maybe burst open that cut again, I think. Crucifix. Doesn't hold him for a bridge this early in the round. Irish whip in the corner. And now again, the partner getting involved, though they haven't actually physically touched, so that's not going to be a disqualification. But Frederick Victor taking use of Dragon Suplex off of the distraction. Not the most British of wrestling maneuvers, but you know what? Whatever, it'll work. Irish whip into the corner. This rule system, let's just call it what it is. It's an opportunity. Cover 1. Sorry about that. It's an opportunity for Frederick Victor to take advantage of the rules, to take advantage of a system that favors his style of professional wrestling and frequently disadvantages his opponents. leg drop by Frederick Victor, the most American professional wrestling move in the world. About 3 minutes remaining in the round. DDT, and that's how he broke him open the first time. Okay, the referee's got to get rid of this guy. The referee's got to get rid of Big Jerry. No! German suplex countered into the arm drag and going. Hisatsuaza! Boom! Hits the small packet driver for the 1, 2. No! Not sure we can really call it a finishing maneuver at this point, so it doesn't seem to be working for him. Dragon screw leg whip by Frederick Victor into a lateral press. Doesn't hook the leg, doesn't even get a 1 count out of it. They are all tied up, 1 fall to a piece. We saw this human knot routine earlier in the match. Gravity and physics and anatomy working against Hifumi Ryuji. 2 minutes in the round. I would hate to see this go to a draw, but if it does, Hifumi Ryuji will be declared the victor on public warnings. Kick to the midsection, drop kick. Double drop kick. He's going to go for a third. No, cross body block. And back to the bully choke. That's how he won the first fall. Can Hifumi Ryuji shift his hips again? Get out of this. Yes, he can. And there, as soon as the hips are moved, as soon as he gets to that side position, it's over. You just don't have the position. Go to the leverage. Big Ben bash. Hisatsuaza. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And the fall of the match to Frederick Victor. Escaping disqualification by the skin of his teeth. Starting to get annoyed by this music, frankly. Look at that terrible cover by Frederick Victor late in the last round. Escape of the bully choke. That will lead to the final.
Winner of the third fall and the match, Frederick Victor!
Well, Frederick Victor has proven himself once again to be quite skilled in his own customized set of rules. Under AWL rules, however, he still sucks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we now return to AWL action. With the heavyweight division, the Grand Championship division, there is the best 4 as it stands right now. But will that be the situation in a few minutes? I don't know, because we're about to have a reshuffle match. 3 falls to a finish. The loser of the first fall is number 4. Loser of the second fall, number 3. Loser of the third fall, number 2. And the winner of the match, the number 1 contender to the AWL Grand Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for 3 falls, and rank is on the line. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, Urasinohoshi, Aztec Kaiser, Neo.
The bearer of the Star of Aztec, the current number 1 contender with absolutely everything to lose. Seriously, look up Aztec Kaiser Neo on YouTube, or Aztec Kaiser on YouTube. This was a real thing.
Introducing next, one half of the Animated Wrestling League World's Tag Team Champions, making his way to the ring from the United States of America, the Arab American Dream, Hassan.
One of the most decorated champions in the history of the Animated Wrestling League, an AWL Grand Slam champion. He has been Grand Champion, Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and even Anarchy Champion back in the days when that was a thing. But no man has ever held the Tag Team and Grand Championships at the same time. Hassan, with a victory tonight, could leapfrog Aztec Kaiser Neo into that position and that opportunity.
Introducing next, Bigfoot! Seriously, somebody figure out where he's from.
The masked man of mystery who's recently teamed up with, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi to form, Big Time Thug S. It's supposed to be Big Time Thugs, but he didn't get the plural right. A refugee from Global Wrestling Monopoly, Bigfoot has made his presence felt in the Animated Wrestling League. He currently has 1 point alongside Tanaka Kenichi, and it ain't because of Tanaka Kenichi. One of the strongest men in the world. His bear hug is deadly, and he came within a hair's breadth of becoming Intercontinental Champion just a couple of weeks ago. Won his Fight for 4 on a disqualification. This man won his legit, unfortunately.
Finally, making his way to the ring from the Labor Authority, representing the Augments, Project Tetsu.
We will see the newest Augment debut tonight in the main event, but now the first and most successful of Dr. Jigoku's experiments looks to become two-time AWL Grand Champion, a feat no other wrestler has ever accomplished. Project Tetsu also currently holds the record for most successful title defenses of the AWL Grand Championship, a record Hakaisha intends to break, and he will face the winner of this match next week. Yes, the AWL Championship will be defended. The AWL Grand Championship will be defended next week in the main event of that program. Oh, I hate this part. This is such a fire hazard. One, 2, 3, and 4. That's where they stand right now. Here we go, 15 minutes on the clock, all 4 men in the ring at the same time. 3 falls, well, I stand corrected. 3 falls to a finish. Pinfalls take place in the ring only, no countouts, because I can't make that work in this. And we split off into 2 bouts. Project Tetsu fighting with Hassan on the outside, and Aztec Kaiser Neo about to fly. Moon Stomp! That's the power of the eye of, that's the power of the star of Aztec. embedded in the helmet of Aztec Kaiser Neo, granting him superhuman abilities and a colossal chop in the ring. Focusing on what's happening in the ring because that's where the pinfall or the submission can take place. Of course, knockout. If the referee feels a wrestler cannot continue, they can be eliminated. And Bigfoot standing tall at the moment. And I should point out that Bigfoot, his tag team partner, Tanaka Kenichi, has that golden opportunity that he won by somehow winning the Clash of Styles tournament a couple of seasons ago. He could cash that in for a tag team championship match under the stipulations of his choice whenever he wanted, but he doesn't. He keeps it in his back pocket, probably for when he eventually loses a Botsamania match. And Bigfoot's gloating allows Aztec Kaiser Neo to escape. Aztec Kaiser Neo's tag team partners, Shin Jidai, will be in action next in the tag team division against more of the Augments. DDT in the ring, Hassan looking to eliminate possibly the most dangerous of the four, Project Tetsu, early. Hassan up on the middle strand. What is he thinking from out there? Thinking maybe drop kick? No! DDT! Middle rope DDT. I should stop trying to predict wrestler moves. But it doesn't seem to have phased Project Tetsu as all four men now in the ring. Bigfoot could have gone for a pinfall right there, but he wants his bear hug submission, I think. After tapping out to it courtesy of the X-Drone, he wants to re-establish himself. Bodies flying everywhere, extremely large bodies, and the Arab American Dream is standing tall, by which I mean he's the only one standing. 12 minutes remain in the 15-minute time limit for this match. We've yet to see the first fall. Powerbomb on the hardest part of the ring to Aztec Kaiser Neo by, oh my gosh, by Project Tetsu. And now Tetsu standing tall, the Augments gaining way too much power here in the Animated Wrestling League. Alita, I think. And a fancy fusion pose for no reason. Tetsu driver! Isatsuwaza, the Tetsu driver in the middle of the ring. Cover! Puroresu no Hoshi! From first, no! About to say from first to last, as he would be if he's the first one eliminated. But the superhero, still that Tetsu driver took a lot out of him. He's fighting back. Up, down. Here we go. What's he doing? He's thinking Kaiser! Smash! And Hassan wisely allowing it. Hassan going for a cover. 1, 2. I don't think Aztec Kaiser Neo cared. It's not about how many wins you get, it's about how many eliminations you make. And who's eliminated first, second, third, and... first, second, and last, I should say. That sounded a lot better in my head. 9.5 minutes on the clock. Submission maneuver applied. Looks like a modified camel clutch. Aztec Kaiser Neo already on his knees. gets out from under. Hassan, paradigm shift. Isatuwa's a double pin. 1, 2. No, so close, microseconds away. Project Tetsu kicks out immediately. Bigfoot barely surviving. Hassan dumped on the outside like a sack of garbage. Aztec Kaiser Neo, side Russian leg sweep. These multi-man matches, you really have to have eyes in the back of your head. And the superhuman strength of Aztec Kaiser Neo on display as he somehow gets the biggest man up. What is he doing? Sidewalk slam, avalanche style, from Puroresu no Hoshi. The star of Aztec, granting him the power. Kaiser punch! And Hassan looking to capitalize. And the two Technicos now fighting each other. This is all about the Animated Wrestling League Grand Championship. Wait a minute, what do we have here? Look at this. The Iron Crab, Tetsukani. Very quick kick out there, less than a 1 count. And he cannot possibly get him up for a, no, impossible. He did it! Tetsu driver! Tetsu driver to bloody Bigfoot! So many very large men in the ring, they're breaking up pinfalls just by being next to each other. 7 minutes and change remaining, we still have not seen the first fall. And notice how as Bigfoot crawls to a mostly vertical base, first thing he did was get a shoulder off the mat. Swing and a drop. Followed by a hip attack by Bigfoot. No, I have to say unlikely alliance, but that lasted around over 2 seconds. And we still have our tag team match. We still have 2 tag team matches, including the Champion Showcase and our main event debut of a new augment coming up later tonight. This is going to be a long show, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle in. Popcorn, hot dogs, and other concessions available throughout the building, as is beer. Aztec Kaiser Neo. I think he might be... No! He might have been thinking Kaiser Smash or Kaiser Guts. But a neck breaker will do. Kaiser Punch! 1, 2. We're almost 2/3 of the way through the allotted time limit for this match. Power slam by Bigfoot. Irish whip into the corner, over the top rope, down to the floor. Aztec Kaiser Neo taking out Project Tetsu 2.0. I think Aztec Kaiser Neo just tripped over the carcass of Hassan. And Hassan is in action later tonight. Hassan, I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet. Hassan has another match tonight. He will be in the Champion Showcase, pulling double duty due to his obligations as both Tag Team Champion and member of the Best Four. The AWL Commissioner could not in good conscience allow a reshuffle match to happen without all 4 participants. But we need a reshuffle match before the before the Grand Championship bout next week. The Japanese destroyer Hakaisha, look at this, not Isatuwaza, but a choke slam in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, no, Hassan survives, the American fighting spirit coming through in the Arab American dream. Kaiser Neo climbing to the top. Whoa! The Star of Aztec granting the power to perform metanatural feats of professional wrestling. We've seen this before. He's going to go for the knees to the gut on this one, I think. Yes, he does. How did he manage to get that huge man up into that position? I will never know. Oh, I thought he was going for the paradigm shift block inadvertently, perhaps. 3 minutes on the clock, less than 3 minutes, and we still have not had a single elimination. If this goes to a time limit draw, anyone still in the match will maintain their rank. Anyone eliminated will still be in either the 4, 3, or 2 position. 2.5. And Aztec Kaiser Neo! Kaiser! Smash! Into the cover. 1, 2. I don't believe it. I don't think Aztec Kaiser Neo believes it either. Kick to the midsection, DDT. Hassan over the top rope. This isn't about winning the match anymore. This is about hurting potential opponents and rivals. About 93 seconds on the clock. And a huge punch, but doesn't even take Aztec Kaiser Neo off his feet. Corkscrew elbow. Oh my god, the strength of Aztec Kaiser Neo, the deadlift, gut wrench, suplex by the bearer of the Star of Aztec, Kuroresu no Hoshi. Cover. Oh, wait a minute, he's got the foot over the ropes, the referee doesn't see it. No. Hassan able to kick out even, but the opponent cheats. Less than a minute room to go. Will we see at least one elimination? And shoulder first into that steel ring post. Kaiser punch! Kaiser punch! Cover him, you idiot! We are down to 2 and active in the match. 30 seconds on the clock. I would hate for either of these men to tumble to the bottom of the standings, but it could happen. Kaiser! Smash! He's delivered a Kaiser smash to everybody. But Bigfoot comes in, breaks it up. Will Bigfoot damage? Will he... Well, oh, here we... No, goes for the bear hug. Counter! Into a headlock takeover. Only a couple seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and nothing accomplished.
This match has been ruled a time limit draw. All ranks are maintained.
Wow. Well, I was going to have the big graphic, but we don't need to change anything. Aztec Kaiser Neo will face Hakaisha for the AWL Grand Championship next week. A huge... I won't say a win, but a huge survival for Shin Jidai. Speaking of whom, Shin Jidai competes in the tag team division right now.